many dreams, books, millionaires, ideas, skills, unfinished accomplishments are in the grave. Take a moment and think, what am I doing between the dash? You have to move right now because tomorrow is not promised. Join the Divine Connections movement in a couple of ways. 1, download the app for free. 2, subscribe to Divine Connections magazine. 3, if you have a book, a product, a service, gospel music, business, health and wellness product, church, or anything creative, join the Divine Connections movement VIP and make a commitment to join a network that supports others, give you major exposure, customer retention, and customer engagement. To find out more about VIP, text 336-338-8903 or email divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Businesses all across the planet are looking to make connections with people. Well, guess what? Divine Connections magazine is helping businesses not only walk in their purpose and passions, but to get connected to their potential. That's right. You've got to connect to your potential, and you can make it happen now because it is time to know your worth. As you get connected to people all across the planet, Divine Connections magazine will make it happen. And get featured in the magazine today and get your copy now, because there's no other time than a divine time to get connected to Divine Connections magazine.
Great day, everyone. Welcome to Divine Connections broadcast. I am your host and CEO, Deloris Williams, and I am so glad that you are here. So Divine Connection is a faith-based and inspirational magazine that comes out quarterly in print as well as online. So we connect with different businesses, entrepreneurs, gospel artists, praise dance, mimes, vendors, anyone that's doing something great in the community. And then twice a year, we have 2 events, one in March and one in October. March is my 14th magazine anniversary, and I am so excited. It is just around the corner. It's going to be Saturday, March 30th at 11 a.m. in Haw River, North Carolina. So I want to celebrate everyone. If you're doing something in the community, if you're a pastor, teacher, preacher, leader, youth leader, doing anything and you're pouring out of what you are doing to the community, I want to celebrate you. So you simply just have to register and attend. Registration comes with 3 options: $165, which gives you a business card size in the magazine because you're also featured in the magazine; $150, which is half page as in the magazine, or full page; $250, which is a full page in the magazine. And then you just show up and attend, and we're going to celebrate you. We're also going to have vendors. We're going to have a panel. We're going to have a couple of gospel groups and so much more. So you definitely want to stay tuned, and let me show you just a little video so you can get an idea of what's going to happen at Divine Connections 14th magazine event. Listen, you don't want to miss this. It's going to be phenomenal. Again, that date is Saturday, March 30th. Definitely want to see you in the house. We want to celebrate with you because you're doing so much to pour out. We want to pour into you. All right. But you just have to register with one of the 3 options. And I'll send you the link also a little bit later on. But it's divineconnectionsmagazine.com/events. All right. And then in October, we have our Bring It event where we bring in praise dance, mimes, vendors, gospel step teams, and we do that in October. You can download our app at Divine Connections Magazine as well. And we also have an online shop where we have over 100 products with Divine Connections, letting somebody know that they are letting everyone know that they are divine connection. So we have cups, we have mugs, we have hats, we have jackets, pillows, and socks, all in our store. You can order and it comes right to your house. And so think about that when we are going through Valentine's. Let somebody know that they are divine connection, all right, and feel loved. And so we're excited about what is going on. And also, we're doing something phenomenal. We also, I started last month doing an online gathering with the women because we need to love ourselves. We need to do self-care. We do so many things. And so that's another way I want to pour out to the community. It's a free online gathering, right? And it's so much information. We get to the point, we connect, we do networking, and we talk about how we can take care of ourselves. So I want to invite you to the next one. It is free to all the women. It's at 6 o'clock, February the 28th. All right. And here's a little video for that. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So again, that date is Wednesday, February 28th at 6 p.m. All right. And I will send a link so you can join that link. And so you can get information and the link when we come out February 28th. Okay. Awesome, awesome. So how do you get to know and connect and find out more information about Divine Connection? You can simply text 336-338-8903 or email Divine Connections Magazine at gmail.com for the event. And more information about that, go to divineconnectionsmagazine.com/events. Okay. Then also join our email list to make also even more connections and stay connected by going to our website at divineconnectionsmagazine.com for updates and news. Facebook, Divine Connections Marketing. Follow us on Instagram at Divine Connections and subscribe to our YouTube channel at The Divine Connections, and make sure you click that bell as well. And so if you have not gotten your copy yet, it is here and available. Divine Connections Magazine is here. We have a lot of connections, a lot of resources. You definitely want to get a copy. divineconnectionsmagazine.com/special-pricing. And then we'll tell you a little bit later on how you can get in the next magazine as well. If you are looking to get more exposure, we have an option for you as well. If you have a 30-second commercial for your business, we can play that before or after our interview. So if you're interested in being a sponsor and you have a 30-second commercial, let us know. And if it's a good fit, we'll do a 3-month agreement, and you can email for more information at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com. All right. I'm grateful and blessed to have written my second book, The Key Connector: How to Build an Empire Helping People. So I talk about my accomplishments I've done in my personal life as well as my business life. It's at Amazon.com. It's also at Walmart.com, and you can connect with me and order it as well. Okay. I would love for you to have a copy of that to find out more. All right. Now, if you need a 30-second or a 60-second commercial for your business or your organization, we do that as well. So I would love to customize a video for you, so people can know who you are, your brand, what you do, and how you make it happen. So it could be a business, a ministry, a book, a gospel group, or event. We will love to connect with you and make it happen. So just email us. Now, we also have our journal, which is called Making It Happen. You are a divine connection because you are. We write the vision, make it plain, execute, and we celebrate. Also, these are great gifts for Valentine's, birthdays, and holidays as well. But just for you to get out of your head, what are your thoughts and your goals and your desires? Write it down, write the vision, right? Make it happen. And so get a copy of that at the link below if you can order it from me as well. Definitely download our app at Divine Connections Magazine for more information to stay connected. Our store is bit.ly/Divine Connection Store. So definitely shop with us. And don't forget, we're joining Women Together online February, Wednesday, 28th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Here is the link, bit.ly/join women who are Divine Connections. Click that button, fill it out, and you'll get information, updates, and links. Okay? Awesome. And then last but not least, 2 more things, divineconnectionsmagazine.com/services. We are doing a marketing promotion package right now, and you want to get it before it goes back up to regular price, where we are advertising and giving you exposure for your business, your book, whatever that you are doing. All right. And so you'll get a 30-minute interview online. You'll get to be in the magazine for 3 months. You will also get a 30-second video commercial, and you'll also get an e-blast sent out to 5,000 people. And so we are excited about working with you. And if you need more information, definitely contact us. And then don't forget, again, our anniversary is coming up Saturday, March 30th at 11 a.m. in Hall River, North Carolina, which is Burlington, basically. If you know that area, we would love to see you there. We want to celebrate with you. We want to pour into you that you have been pouring into the community, or pouring out into the community. And we want to just take the time to celebrate you and pour into you. And then you just have to simply register and pay one of the options, option 1, 2, or 3, and to get there, and then attend. All right. And it's semi-formal. So we just come to show up, show out, give God the glory, and network and worship. That's it. All right. And celebrate. All right. So we're grateful for that. So I'm so excited. We have a special guest on the line today. And I'm so excited because she has a variety of things that she does. But I tell you, this one thing that she love what she does. But I'm going to let her tell the story. So we're going to bring our guest on in. Great day. How are you? Uh-oh, you're on mute.
There we go. About that. I'm good. How are you today?
I'm doing good. Are you on your computer?
I am.
Can you pull it down so we can see your face? Yeah. We'll see a little bit of it. There we go.
Is that better?
That is much better.
Okay,
awesome.
Great.
Awesome. Okay, well, introduce yourself and tell people who you are, where you're from, and a little bit about yourself.
Okay. My name is, first of all, I'd like to thank you for having me as a guest on the show.
You are very welcome.
My name is Eloise Mackinnon. I am an author, a motivational speaker, but most importantly, a servant of God.
Yes.
And in all those 3 roles, what I do, I advocate for God, for his people, to help them to know him better.
That's right.
And that's what my books are entailed. My books were written, well, primarily God came to me just like I'm talking to you and said, I want you to write a book. And I said, who, me? Write a book? That was like one of those things it's probably something I thought about at one time, but not something that I was ready to do. And I kind of ran away from the idea for a while. And, but if I'd known God was going to write these books for me, I probably wouldn't have ran away from the idea, because I swear, when I go back and I read the books, I'm amazed by what's written in the books myself, and I like to write books that are, I wouldn't say for the underdog, but more for the people that, I don't write about the beautiful people, like the Cinderella type of people, because because most of the time they don't think they need God, But I write about the people that, we may have a few extra pounds, we may have, we might not be the most beautiful person. So I write to inspire them to know they are beautiful, because we are made in the image of the most perfect person there ever could be, the image of God. So therefore, I want people to look at themselves differently. I want them to look at them through the eyes that God look at them through, because, it's like when God look at us, we may look in the mirror and we may see, a person that doesn't look desirable, but when God look in that mirror, we're desirable.
Yeah,
that's how I want us to look at ourselves, through his eyes, and just to love ourselves, inspire ourselves, because God gives all of us that inspiration. He gives us know-how, and we just have to trust in him and do it.
That's right.
Like you say, sometimes we just have to, we had to step outside of fear, step outside of the box, and,
right.
Because he doesn't promise us that everything we do is going to be phenomenal or fantastic. I mean, we got to go with the lows to get to the highs, sometime vice versa. So we got to step out there on faith and, and let God do it for us.
Awesome, awesome. So tell us about your series of books.
My first book I wrote is called Escaping Rapture of Devotion. That was my very first book. I think each book that I write, I grow and I learn from that book. But
Mm-hmm.
Escaping Rapture of Devotion was written about it was a young woman who wasn't desirable, not in her own eyes anyways, but in God she was. But she thought that she had to buy love because she couldn't get love the normal way because she
Mm.
wasn't beautiful enough. So she wasn't attracted to men unless she purchased love. And
Wow.
then she met a guy who had been hurt by love and he was out for revenge. So
Mm.
and you take those two, put them together. Somebody that's trying to buy love, somebody that's trying to be revenge
Right.
for love. Those two don't fit well together unless you put
Mm-hmm.
God in the mix.
That's right.
God can
That's
turn
right.
anything around.
Yes, he can. Yes, he
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
And my next book, actually, I was just going to write just a standalone, but God came and he said, I want you to write about the color green, biblically, the color green. I want
Mm-hmm.
you to go into the Bible, research the color green, and write about what you find out about the color green.
Mm-hmm.
So my next book is a series, A Twisted Shade of Green.
Ooh.
And that book also, it also entails, you know, their romance stories, and it tells how God romances our heart,
Mm.
because, we step out there and what we're looking for is not what God wants for us. Most of
Yes.
the time it's not. And we wonder why we always have failed relationships, because we forget to add him in the mix of what we're doing. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. That's not,
Right.
it might not be for everyone, but that's just my personal opinion of
Mm-hmm.
it. And, and as I write, and I was researching the color of green, the titles that God brought to mind for me, my first book is Portrayal of Lust and Revenge.
Mm-hmm.
The second book is Lies and Secrets. And the
Mm.
third book is Betrayal.
Okay.
Those are the things that I got from the color green.
Wow.
Um, because our hearts are lustful most of the
Mm-hmm.
time. That's what gets us into those sinful situations, our lustful hearts. We're always trying to portray something that we're not, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
and somebody's always out there trying to portray, trying to betray somebody.
Yeah.
It's in the Bible. God even tell us that, beware of false prophets.
Mm-hmm.
So, and those are the titles that was generated from the color green.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a really great series. I've had a lot of great feedback from it. Men love my books. I say that all the time to people. They absolutely love my books. They say that it gives them relationship information and it inspires them.
Mm-hmm.
So men as far as women, they both, I've got some really great feedback.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm most proud of my book that's coming.
Okay.
I just wrote a new book. I
Okay.
just finished it. The book, God came to me and when I was just finishing up with the last series, he came and he said, I want you to write the book, The Man in Pew 3.
Mm.
And I said, the man in pew 3. He said, so he described the man in pew 3 for me. He said, the man in pew 3, he's good looking, he's ruddy, kind of like David. That's who he tell me. And then he says he's kind of like Saul, the deceitful type of Saul,
Yeah.
And so it took me a while I've been writing this book now for about a year and a half. It took me a while to really grasp where God wanted me to go with this book. But when
Yeah.
I really sit down and start thinking about it, I was able to write the book. And I just finished it. A matter of fact, last week, I just finished writing
Oh,
the
nice.
last chapter last week. Yeah. And I can't wait for it to be published because I
Yeah.
think it's a really great book. It's written about the church.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this is all about.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how sometimes, because because you're a pastor, you want your children to be a pastor. That may not always be there. That may be, it may not be what God wants for them. It may be, it may not be. I don't want to tell a story. I want to tell a story of my book. It may be, it may not be. But I think, it's something that their path is their path with God.
Yeah.
God has to work their path out for them. And it's kind of where my book goes. It dives into a lot of the different scriptures, and it tells the story of the person based on that, from that scripture, from where he, where the son went from. Like his mother died at an early age, so he really wants to please his parents. So he goes to divinity school. He goes to Harvard Divinity School because he really wants to please his parents. So in doing that, but once he graduates, he's more confused than he was before, because he left God at the door going into school because he's confused about his mother and her death. And he was 7 years old when his mother passed away. So he never really grasped the loss of his mother. So going into school, he left God at the door. Then when he comes out of school, he's so confused, he doesn't know what to do. He wonders if he can pick God back up, but was God ready for him to pick back up? So I'm excited about the book. I'm excited about getting it out there.
Yes. So what is your process as far as the book wise? After you write it, do you have an assistant that does publishing, editing, producing? What's your process with your book?
I do. I have, it goes, well, as I'm writing, I go through my edit procedure, and my sister actually is my editor. So we both do it. And then my book goes to Author House. They also do editing for me. They do all my write-up. They do my publishing and everything, and they deliver it to the market. So.
Okay. Awesome. And how can people get your book?
There's many ways you can get my books. My books are in all bookstores. All bookstores. They're in online bookstores. They're in ebooks. They're in you name it, Walmart, Amazon, Barnes and Noble, any bookstore my books are in. And also you can purchase them on my website. My website is www.christianromance.net, which is on the line on the screen for you. And I also have a market on my website where you can purchase the books directly from me, and I will send them directly to your home for you. Autographed books I will send directly to your home.
Awesome. So are you going to take your books and turn them into movies or films?
That's my goal. I already have my, I was listening to your last video, and the lady was saying about, our dreams. God says dream as big as you want it to be. It may not be where he wants you to go, but it doesn't mean you can't dream that big. So when I started writing my first book, I already picked out my characters that I want to portray. That, the different people and characters in my book. I already picked them out. So yes, I would love someday. It's like somebody said to me one day at a book reading, they said, so are you thinking about putting your book into Oprah? And I said, well, I researched a lot about how Oprah obtained her books when you're submitting them to her. And I said to them, well, I think I know a higher power than Oprah. And they didn't get it at first. But like I said, you know what? I said, I have a higher power. I said, because God is the one that asked me to write these books. And I know, but he also have to feel you're ready.
Yeah.
I know when he feels I'm ready, that won't happen for me. And I have the patience, and I have the trust enough in him to know that someday that yes, they will be in movies. I truly think so. A lot of people, the last one that I wrote, The Man in Pew 3, and matter of fact, when different people were hearing about it and they were doing the editing on, they're like, that sounds like a movie. So yeah, that's my long-term goal, and I have faith and trust that someday it will materialize. I truly do.
Amen. Well, I touch and agree with that. In Jesus.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. Awesome, awesome. So, do you do anything else, or is this the only thing that you do?
No, I do I do quite a bit of stuff. I work in children's ministry at church because I think it's never too early for you to learn about God. So what I do children's books for them, but I
Yeah.
turn them into, I don't sell them. God said don't sell my children's books. But I
Mhm.
do children's books. I take books of the Bible and I turn them into activities for the children.
Nice.
Crossword puzzles, word searches, you name it, select the questions. I just turn them into things that I think that would enable the child to learn more about God. Because one day, it's been quite some time ago, and I was in church, and we had a little boy with disability,
Mm-hmm.
and his parents used to always bring him into the adult Bible study classes. And I just said one day I said, God, he shouldn't be separated from the other kids. That would make him feel less than the other kids. So I asked the parents if he could come into my Bible study class in the mornings. And they hesitated at first. And I said, well, I know where you are. If I need you, I can always come and get you. You're not that far away. So
Mm-hmm.
when they agreed, so I went home that night and I just got on my knees and I prayed, Holy Spirit, show me, teach me, what I need to do in order to help this little boy.
Yeah.
Right. And the Holy Spirit he said, keep their hands busy. He didn't say his, he said, keep their hands busy. And
Mm-hmm.
that's where my books come from. Those little books that I create for the kids, that's where they were generated from that statement.
Wow.
Keeping their hands busy. And I think, I've helped, well, I not personally, but God has worked through me to help plenty of the children at church to know him better and to want to know him better. They truly enjoy the books and learn through that. I also teach preschool, age 1 through 4, at
Okay.
for our church as well. And I help churches out. I used to own a computer business. I was a woman-owned computer business, so I'm very fluent in different software. So I help different churches reach out to me. I help them with their programs that they're having. I
Mm-hmm.
do I do their programs for them. I may do their invites for them.
Mm-hmm.
Things of that nature I do for them.
Okay.
So I try to keep myself busy. I'm actually retired. I've been retired for a while now, and and God gave me the new profession. My new profession was to be an author for Him. So, so I try not to do too much where it interferes in what He wants me to do.
Understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Understandable. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I love it. And if y'all look at the covers of her books, y'all, it is very. Yeah, you have
My
some.
first book, but I have this is the series here. This is the first book of the series. I mean, I can't.
Oh, wait, that right there. There you go.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the first one. That's Betrayal of Lust and Revenge.
Ooh.
This is my second one.
There we go. Right there.
That
Mm-hmm.
one is Lies and Secrets.
Okay.
And this is the third one.
Other way. Mm-hmm.
Got it. That was
Yep.
Betrayal. My first book, I'm sorry, I didn't have an extra one of those. I sold that when I was at the book signing last time. So in my other one, my cover's still in design, but I know exactly what it's gonna look like.
Yeah.
Because like they say, the man in pew 3.
That is awesome. I love what you're doing. I love the creativity. Definitely touch and agree with you that your books turn into movies and films and in the right hands with the right connections in Jesus' name. I'm so excited.
Thank you. Me too.
I'm so excited. And I love how you're even doing with the young people. I don't know if that's to everybody or specific people with the young people.
Anybody.
Anybody?
I love connecting with people. I love inspiring people, and I love just my story. I have been, in life, I've been through quite a bit. People look at me now, they would have never known. I was paralyzed. I was in a wheelchair for like 2.5 years. And
Wow.
so I have a lot to share. There's just so much that not all negative, great things, but to look at what God has done and to my life, how can you not share that with other people? Inspire them to know that they too, just like I'm walking today. Hey, if they're not walking, they can walk too. It's all about that trust and faith and not giving up. And so, no, I work with children all over. Not just my church, other churches too. If they allow me to, I work with them too. I just enjoy inspiring and teaching people about the word.
That's awesome. I love that. So tell us, or you can end with some encouraging words, and we'll end with that.
Okay. I always tell people all the time, when you look at your problem, don't look at a problem where it's so unsolvable. Treat that problem like David when he looked at Goliath. He didn't see Goliath was so much bigger than him. All he saw was the faith in God that he had that can, that helped him conquer Goliath. And that's what I want for God's people. I want there to be more love in the world. Yeah. I think there's so much hatred in our world these days that people don't see people's hearts. And I think that's what they need to see. Yeah. And that to me, that is one of the most encouraging thing I would like for people to take away from all my books and just to take away from my motivational speaking, anything that I do. What I want them to take away from it is love someday will conquer this world. I truly believe that because there is just too much hatred going on that for God not to step in.
Come on. Yeah.
And really, truly, that's how I feel. I just want people to, I want them to love God like I love him. And if you love him like I love him, you can't help but have that love in your heart.
That's right. Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing. Thank you for doing what you do in the community. And we're definitely lifting you up for even more connections and greater things as God continues to use you and work through you. Blessing from the young people to the older people.
Yes, thank you.
From the community to the churches everywhere. So we're definitely grateful for you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you too. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. Hold tight. I am Deloris Williams with Divine Connections. Make sure you like, share, and comment for this broadcast. She has a lot of great information. She does a lot of great things. And I love what she's doing. So definitely make sure you connect with her. Again, I'm Deloris Williams with Divine Connections. Make sure you stay connected to the number one Divine Connector, which is Jesus Christ. Stay tuned to the announcements of what's coming up. The next online women gathering is going to be Wednesday, February 28th at 6 p.m. And then my next big event is going to be Saturday, March 30th at 11 a.m. at Beyond Measure Ministries in Hall River, North Carolina. And you just have to register and choose one of the options. And we want to celebrate you because you're pouring out. We want to pour into you. All right, so hold tight and we'll be right back. Hold tight.
Divine Connections magazine. Get major exposure for your business. Is someone looking for your service? Do you need networking? Are you a gospel artist or a ministry? Do you have a major event that you want to promote? Divine Connections magazine has the solution for you. We can distribute to residents, businesses, churches, and online. Don't miss this opportunity to expand your marketing locally and around the world. Find out more about us at divineconnectionsmagazine.com. Get your spot in the next issue of Divine Connections magazine by emailing us for details at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Make sure to like us on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. Follow us on Instagram at Divine Connections.
Let's get it started now.